श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीपरमगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रीपरमेष्ठिगुरुभ्यो नमः। शांत विमल प्रकाश आत्मा गुह चिद्योगास्य श्रीपरानन्दादि सद्गुरून् नमाम्यहं पुनः पुनः। नमाम्यहं पुनः पुनः। I'm coming before all of you to share my views on solar eclipse. And my views are based on various ancient literatures, including Rigveda, Smriti also. The first mention of sun and the moon is found in Rigveda first mandala, 84th sutta and 15th mantra. It speaks about sun seen in the night also as his reflection in moon. So our ancient sages, rishis, have already found out that moon is the reflection of the sun's light. Similarly, the second mandala of Rigveda, 33rd sukta and the first shloka mantra speaks about requesting Rudra not to make us suffer without the light of the sun. So this speaks about sun not visible in the day. Hence they're requesting Rudra not to make them suffer without the light of the sun. And it is more described in the fifth mandala, 40th sutta, and the mantras from 5 to 9. The first time, it speaks that Svarbhanu, mentioned as Daitya, Asura, piercing sun with his darkness. Svarbhanu is one who has the light of luminous heaven. This name also occurs, Svarbhanu, in other mantras in the same sutta, 5, 6, 8, and 9. And that speaks that Maharshi Atri released this sun from the clutches of Svarbhanu. The Maharshi Atri is understood to be not an individual person, but it's a concept which is also discussed in some of the commentaries on Rigveda Bhashya, which is not the subject matter for the time being. Yes, Atri has released them, sun, from the clutches of the Svarbhanu. Similarly, there are numerous references in the Rigveda mentioning that sun was lying in darkness and they released by the Angirasa seeds. And this topic is discussed in great detail by Sri Aurobindo in his book, The Secret of the Veda, particularly in chapter 15 with the title The Lost Son and the Lost Cows. This chapter has numerous quotes from Rigveda, also mentions about the sun, eclipse, etc. So those who are interested may kindly go through that book by Aravindo to know more about sun and what is mentioned in the Vedas. Most of us view eclipse as something which is a very inauspicious event. And also we believe that negative energies are radiated from it, from the eclipses. That belief is so strong. When the belief system becomes so strong, it gets into our memory, storage of memory. It's a very big storage we have. It's called chitta, and very difficult to take it out from that memory. Anyway, that is a belief system has gone very deep into our memories. Even that can be called samskar also. I don't know how it has gone, and it has gone very deep into our belief system that grahanas are inauspicious. More so, the word grahana itself also induces a sense of fear to most of us. But at the same time, we have many scriptural sources which say that the eclipse times, the time when eclipse takes place, are a very auspicious time. Very auspicious. To quote one such example, the Parashara Smriti says that all water becomes as pure as the Ganga during the eclipse. It states that Sarva Ganga Samam Toyam Rahu Graste Divakare Somagrahe Tatayvoktam Snana Danadi Karmasu. This is when the sun or moon is seized by Rahu, all water becomes as pure as the water of the Ganga. So far as bathing and giving in charity and the other religious rites are concerned. Then the Smriti Vakya is this. Is it not eclipse or very auspicious time? Is it not the eclipse time is very auspicious for all this to occur? That is, the water becoming Ganga, all the water. And this also, the same thing mentioned in one more Smriti called Katyayana Smriti. During solar and lunar eclipses, all the waters that exist on earth, and even if they're in a well, become like that of Ganges. Maybe on those days, they were not having the tanks, what we have today, water tanks on top of the house. Those tanks resembles the water only, nothing but. Because tanks also will replace water every day as we use it. Same thing happens in well also. We use the well water and there is a flow from water and it fills up. Same thing happens also in whatever water tanks we have on top of our house, or that's how it is. This information makes me to think on the following lines. These all sources seems to express that eclipse is highly auspicious occurrence. But we have some traditions like closing the doors of temples during eclipse time, considering it as inauspicious. I'm not sure whether there are any scriptures which say that eclipses time are inauspicious. At the same time, we accept that in temples, the murti in the sanctum sanctorium, Garbhagudi, has sanidhya, some energy is there. When eclipses can make all waters of Ganges as pure as Ganga, will it not also make the sanidhya in that murti in Garbhagudi? No, we have to find out the answer for this in the light of our ancient text as well as our findings. And we also make it is Sutaka. Is there any script, ancient script about Sutaka during the eclipses? I'm not aware. The Vedas, Samhitas, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, Upanishads, etc., as with my humble knowledge, have anything which tells about auspiciousness or inauspiciousness of the, or some rules about the eclipse? No. Nowhere is mentioned that is auspicious or inauspiciousness. And one of my friends was telling yesterday that there is a, in Ramayana there is a story where Dasharatha was waiting for an auspicious time of the eclipse. That gives an indication that it's auspicious. Okay. Whether Dharma Sutras, Shrauta Sutras, which has rules about many things, contain rules about eclipses. No, we have no idea. It is not found with my humble knowledge. Huh? Katyayana Smriti mentioned that eclipse is highly auspicious. It is likely that eclipse was considered as a very auspicious moment during Vedic time. Okay. Now, when a person is told to chant the name of God, chant a mantra, stotra, stuti, prayer, etc., or meditate upon his Ishtadaiva or whatever it is during eclipse, is it that because eclipse is dangerous and inauspicious, so one should chant, meditate to ward off from the danger, negative elements, or is it because eclipse is highly auspicious and it is a divine time, so one should utilize that moment, taking benefit of the auspicious time? the latter part is correct. We are advised to devote our time during eclipse for chanting mantras, meditation, etc. To utilize that auspicious moment of eclipse to our benefit. That's what is correct. And we all know that it's the obscuration of the light of the sun when moon passing between the earth and sun casts its shadow. As said before, the Rigveda, it is distinctly mentioned that it was the sun that was eclipsed. When the sun is totally eclipsed in the day, stars appear. This, though an indirect but fully satisfactory proof of the occurrence of the total solar eclipse, when the important phenomena of the stars becoming visible has greatly impressed the beholders. They were happy to see the stars. So it shows that it's an auspicious moment. Our mythology, epics have also referred to Rahu and Ketu as the very cause of the solar eclipse, which are always enemy to the sun and moon. The Puranas also have supplemented this view of the ancestors and mentioned that an eclipse occur only at the new moon when there is a conjunction between moon and sun, but does not occur at every new moon. Afterwards, the astronomical literature has evolved devices to know more about eclipses, and they have revealed the secret of the eclipses. The sun is completely obscured. It is be total eclipse, which can be occurred only when the apparent size of moon is bigger than the apparent size of the sun. But when sun is partially obscured, then the eclipse is said to be the partial eclipse. This solar eclipse, what is we are going to experience that auspicious moment on this Sunday, 21st June 2020. In some places, it is annular, which is known as Valaya Paragha. And in some places, it is a partial eclipse, including Bangalore. In a solar eclipse, the first occurrence, that is Sparsha, Grahana Sparsha we call it, is from the west, and release of that, vanish, that's called Moksha, is from the east. Sparsha from west and Moksha from the east. By all this information, what we understand is most of the Puranas, including the Vishnu Purana, give an emphasis on the concept of geocentric universe, that is earth-centered universe, as against the present concept of heliocentric universe, that is sun-centered universe. At the same time, Vishnu Purana, chapter 8, of the second part has described vividly about the sun in which it is considered to be the source of Ama, all forms of energy. Vishnu Purana has described vividly about the sun, in which it is considered to be the source of all forms of energy, and that energy not only governs the terrestrial earth but also other members of the solar system. That means Vishnu Purana also recognizes the concept of heliocentrism, that is, sun centered universe. Of course, there are certain deficiencies like distance from Earth to other planets described in Vishnu Purana, and what is now made as observations by scientific information different. Quite likely is possible that small deficiencies are likely to occur. But most of the Puranas, including the Vishnu Purana, have mentioned the occurrence of eclipses, including lunar and solar, because of Rahu and Ketu, which is neither confirming to the real reasons nor basing on the any mathematical theory of the present scientific observation and calculation. Despite the aforesaid deficiencies, the text of Vishnu Purana has contributed a lot of accurate information about the solar system, which can provide ample opportunities to those scholars working on the same line for their further research. There is a recent scientific research which has mentioned that, anyway, I'm posting that this report on my blog as it is, the PDF. It has confirmed that the during the time of eclipse, the pH level of the water in the ocean has reduced. When the pH level of the ocean is reduced, it will have an impact on the aquatic animals, and it is restored after the eclipse was completed. And that scientific paper also proved that the ozone layer in the stratosphere has reduced. The stratosphere is, as we know, it is about 20 kilometers from the base of the earth normally, but at the poles, both south and north poles, said to be 8 to 10 kilometers. Having mentioned that the stratosphere, maybe a little deviation, but still I must make it here. There are certain texts, Upanishads, particularly Chandogya Upanishad, talks about of all our thoughts reaches the stratosphere, sound form. Anyway, that's a different subject. Just passing, I made a mention about it. What we understand is this eclipses herald change. An eclipse is the universe, the way of the universe making us pay attention to things that we need to change in our life. That means they bring change in our life. They have an uprooting effect and get us out of our comfort zone. Very important. Unless we come out of the comfort zone, nothing could be achieved. So, these solar eclipses will do that. The eclipses enable us to move to a higher plane. Eclipses bring positive change, and we can't escape it, the change. During an eclipse, what happens? We may hear news of childbirth, marriage, engagement. It could be a news of breakthrough in career, a promotion, starting a new business, signing a major contract, or making an important travel, etc. And people may sell or buy a house, properties, or move to a new home. Yes. And it may also deal with some development in health. Either way, improvement of health, or maybe by a surgery you can improve your health. All that can happen. Though surgery is a treatment that helps us to improve our health, all this can happen. It can also mean that improvement in education front, begin of a study, and book going for publication, important events, meetings, career changes are all likely at this time during the eclipse period. To put it simply, the universe wants us to move forward. Yes, the universe wants us to move forward. Every eclipse triggers an important turning point in our life. We should make note of it. Two things. Universe wants us to move forward, and every eclipse triggers an important turning point in our life. But one important thing is, once we move from the present to the next level, suppose we don't like that level, we cannot come back to the old situation again. But there's no cause for worry, because it's a sign that the universe wants us to go forward and make progress, not return to the old days. If later on, if one is not happy where we ended up after changing, we can make changes from there. But those changes cannot take us back to the past. That's it. Anyway, it's only moving forward. Then the next question is, these changes, when it will happen? May happen immediately or over a period of months, or till the next successive eclipse follows. Eclipses make us sentimental also. Particularly solar eclipses bring new opportunities. An event happening elsewhere may trigger it here. We don't know how it triggers. That event will be completely beyond our control. But sweeping changes arrive at our doorstep. The event will be completely beyond our control, but such a sweeping changes arrive at our doorstep itself, knocks our door. Opportunity. Eclipses reveal also secrets. Eclipse induce in us a feeling that the life is going into fast forward mode. Yes, things will accelerate at a very rapid pace. Eclipses also throw light on certain things which we may not be aware of so far. And many hidden truths will come out during this time. Once the truth is revealed, we will be able to take a major decision or action. We may be shocked by the information that is made known to us because that is the nature of an eclipse. The truth is revealed. We will be living in a false notion on a particular thing or a person, but we will eclipse will reveal the truth. It is the nature of the eclipse. So when truth is relieved, is revealed, and we can sit upon and think something about it. However, there is no need to be scared of eclipses. Yes, they are like friends, good friends, who tell us the truth with good intentions and to protect us from greater dangers. Truth is always preferable instead of living a lie. Huh? During an eclipse, the true nature of someone close to us may be revealed. Yeah. Eclipses bring drama to the time because it's a wonderful drama played in the galaxy. We may receive dramatic news at eclipse time, but sometime it will come more subtly or a secret shared. We will not know it has come to us, but we will realize after some time this information was given to us. By paying attention to such signals during eclipse time, we may be able to anticipate and prepare for problems that may come up later. This is really cautioning us. Eclipses are packed up with energy. Yes. Yes. Do you know that every new moon and full moon is very energetic? No doubt. But the eclipses are several times stronger than the ordinary new moon or full moon. Sometimes eclipses can bring out our hidden capabilities. We will not know our capabilities. Eclipses will bring out. We may be able to do something that we never thought we would do it. Yes, 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 yes. It is like opening the door. It was firmly locked and extremely difficult to enter. Such doors will be opened. Such locks will be opened. Yes. So, in a single sentence, these eclipses knock our door with an opportunity. By different ways, not directly coming and say you have an opportunity here. It gives a lot of signals, we must receive it. And it is an opportunity that opens up. to take us forward, move us forward. That should be very clearly understood so that we can experience the positive and auspiciousness of the eclipse, whether either it is solar or lunar. At the same time, coming to the astrology point of view, our ancient texts on astrology, particularly those great texts like Bruhat Samhita of Sri Varaha Veera and Bruhat Parashara Hora Shastra, these are the very ancient texts, and there are second to none. And whatever afterwards many texts emerged, it originates from Bruhat Samhita and Bruhat Parashara Hora. Of course, one more called Jaimini Jyotishya. Other than that, everything afterwards only from there is emerged. In these ancient texts of astrology, there is no mention about the eclipses affecting the individuals born in different zodiac signs. It's a very interesting. That's what it is. This is what it is. There is no mention. We don't know from where we are getting information to predict the effect of the eclipse on the individuals born in different zodiac signs. Yes. Particularly, whenever Rahu transits a zodiac sign, it will be about 18 months. In these 18 months, there is only possibility of Rahu conjunction with Sun maximum twice. Many times only once in 18 months, depends on where Sun was positioned at the time of Rahu changing the zodiac sign. Anyway, during this time, transit of Rahu in Gemini, there was already one conjunction with Sun occurred before. Now, from this month, 14th June 2020 to 16th July 2020, there is a conjunction of Rahu and Sun, along with Buddha, Mercury, the sign lord of Gemini. Yes, this result of this transit we predicted based on our ancient text, not the result of the what you call that eclipse. No, this is what I want to convey about the solar eclipse. And once again, I reiterate, the eclipses are very positive and auspiciousness. They bring us, take us forward, take us to higher planes. So I shall continue this subject also in one more video I'm going to make. So it's the first part of exchanging my views with all of you on the eclipses. Thank you. Gurumandala Sampurna Anugraha Praptivastu. Loka Samasta Sukhina Bhavantu. Samasta Sarvabhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.